Hey, I actually just did. Not going to see me. No, still tell me they're trying to reconnect. Okay, they got me reconnected, but I don't know for how long. Oh, I see I'm frozen. Okay, am I unfrozen now? Boy, this is getting fucked up. Again, to borrow Cat Williams, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. Yeah, this isn't for kids. My grandson is, like I said earlier, if you watch it, he's an Army veteran like me. And he's spot on about a couple of things. Grandma, on dudes, you have a type. Been watching the Chinese dramas lately. Holy crap. I still wish I was 20 and I was going to China to visit. Jeez Louise. What were they hiding the boys when I was 20? That's not the ones I saw. Ones I saw were like Dave Cassidy. Not that, and bless him, he's gone on ahead. Elvis. Not that we had bad ones. I'm just saying, nah, I like these too. So, look it up on YouTube. Do Chinese drama, ladies. Men too. The costume drummers are like totally bitching out there. They're out there flying with swords and fighting and just bitching. I love them. The only place I can have a cigarillo. Not allowed to smoke. Had to quit. So at the bar while I'm talking to y'all, my husband allows me to have one of these because they go out while I'm talking, so I never really get any. I feel like George Burns. Look it up. So you'll see me over here puffing away. You'll probably see me light it 400 times just so I can hit it one time. The pre-roll that I get in the mail does better than that. Come on, hippies. I mean, come on, man. They used to put you in jail for a blunt, and the guy who committed murder, who had come here from San Salvador and was illegal, he got to walk without bail. They sent you down the river for 10 years for a blunt. Yeah, the law is blind. Rules for thee and none for me. Yep, it's the same shit we fought 40 years ago. Then we had to go and grow up a decade. We had to go to jobs, we had to go to college, we had to get all this shit done. Before we turned the fuck around, our grandkids are grown. We're old as dirt. We're trying to still hang on by our fingernails because we don't know what else to do at this point. I'm thinking, I'm going to have to go cook for my husband because he hasn't eaten all day. And he gets like this since he beat cancer. I keep telling him this is not Denny's. And it's a good thing because he doesn't tip well. Every time he tips, I have to add another $10. And he says, what are you doing? I'm tipping him. I used to work as a waitress. That's how I worked my way through to pay for ROTC and everything when I was a teenager. It worked. I drove that into my kid. The one wasn't having kids. Had birth control. Married to a sterile man. Had a baby. One of the first ones that were probably conducted to see who the father was. I forget what the test is, but anyway, yeah, I had that right. Yep, it was him. It was a bummer because I had to go and divorce him. Drank a lot. Had a lot of women. And I wasn't getting in line. I didn't do concubine too well. Husband I got now, same deal. My grandsons and my son said the same thing. Now they're almost identical. Shut up. I mean, for one, with my grandson, I haven't even seen but one date. I don't even know what happened to her. No, two. I've seen two that he dated. Saw him once, and I didn't see him again. The kid's just an exit away. He's 27. He's turned 27. He's not fucking around. I was. I was good fight. Back in Marty too, if you called your parents long distance like that, you had to pay $150 to Mom Bell back then. Now y'all get on the phone. I used to have to pay extra to call across the damn street because it was actually a different county. So we couldn't even call our family, who literally we had to call out on the porch to because they charged you for long distance. If you called them, you just can't make this shit up, man. You guys ought to feel for us, man. We had a good time though. We did. Come on, hippies. You remember concerts where you went in, you got fucked up, you got up next to the stage, couldn't hear for a fucking week. Uh, I love that shit. At Fort Sam Houston, I used to send a little unit that would stay at the stage and keep people from getting up on the stage. And I was in that bitch every time there was a concert. I got to meet all of them. I have some stories, I'll tell you what. Yeah, and they were just the same as, the next door neighbor. We had a lot of fun together. And I missed that because they would come back several times a year. So I got to see them, multiple occasions. And I did that for like, I don't know, I think almost 3 years. And then I went to Europe and they were all outside. They were all outdoor concerts. So those were pretty cool. Got some lasting pictures. Most of them came out, not a lot, but we had to pay for them anyway. That's how it worked. We waited 4 weeks. They sent them back. And there were 3 in there that you could take something on. You had to pay them $18.50. Thank you. Back then it was $3.25 an hour for ranges. So $18.50 was a bit of a deal, man. You had to work 2 days to get that shit. That was from your second job. You had to get a really good job the first time around, so you could go do the second one. So I wanted us to get out here and start talking. Start saying, hey, we've done this shit. They've been stealing our shit. We got people calling us homegrown terrorists. I got news for you. Don't say that to my face. I do not fight fair. I just don't. I'm old. They think this thing of cashless bail now. I'll swear on Kathleen Rodriguez. And I dye my hair. I don't. I told my husband I wanted to go to El Paso and go by the river. He said, why? I said, because you get free hotel for a couple of weeks. We go on vacation. Don't you know they'd have found us out? I like to hear music in the background, but they don't like to hear and I can't figure out. They don't like to have the music coming across on your podcast. And some of the songs that are on, I'll take them down to like 9 or something. You can't hear a movie at 9, but you can hear, even I guess the mic picks it up too, except better. But I was only going to do it, I'm going to still kick the can in for another about 15 minutes. I'm going to jerk my ass out of here and get some things done. Since I have a husband that's returning this, he thinks it's done. He's old. He's 4 years older than I am. I'm surprised he's still walking without oxygen. So we're both shocked because this wasn't the way it was when we grew up. Our parents, both of our parents were gone in their middle 60s. And here we're in that area, Suffolk, and our nephews look older than we do. And we're like, their hair is totally gray, been totally gray for a decade. And I call them kids. There was always at our house a party. We had the house, and they had the fun there. So it was a lot of fun. We used to play drinking shots. We would play poker. And whoever won that hand would have to flip the lighter, a big lighter. And wherever the silver part pointed at, whoever that was, they had to drink a shot. And you wouldn't believe how fast people fall out of a poker game. We used to film it, had that old big camcorder, we used to set it up on the refrigerator and stuff, and we'd be filming it going. The next day, looking at it, going, oh man, let's jump for this shit tonight. Now we're actually out here doing this. So everybody knows we're fucked up. I've enjoyed the day. I really have. I never have, and I say this often, I don't drop videos. I'm kind of like Bill Maher with that. Hey, Bill, love you. Joe does occasionally drop one. Hey, Joe Rogan. Love you, babe. News Radio, loved you. I loved that souped up chair. Terrible what happened there, though. Terrible. Hey, but you have had a great career. I enjoy you. There's many Cat Williams. I love Dom. I love. Hey, I was a waitress at the Last Supper. I got a lot of talk. I could talk till the cows come home. I had a friend that says, you make that good as a hippie. I was like, did you put down that you saw it? What is wrong with you, babe? Don't you have a cursor on anything? most of them are watching on their phones, or they're catching it on their phone. I don't do that. And if somebody asked me how to do that, I'd have to go, call your provider. Meanwhile, my kid and everybody else, my kid in particular, he runs, my son and my daughter-in-law, I can't actually say what they do, but they're very high clearance levels. So I don't ask questions. They don't give me any answers because I don't have a need to know. And I understand what that sentence means because I had the same thing sort of when I was in the Army in active duty, because back then I ran the Academy of Health Sciences doctors. And so we had, like I said, you had to type up everything. If you were lucky, you could use carbon paper. And if you were lucky, you didn't make a mistake, because carbon paper would look like you dead. So you'd have to run up and however many students per class. And I had the entire division. And I would walk in on a Monday morning, and I had this huge office. And the reason I did is because doctors would come in and they had all of the charts for all the patients and all this stuff that, had part of the test and all that. So these were stacked up. There were boxes stacked up, and there were notes stacked all over my desk. I had a desk that was a half of room. Had an electric typewriter on that fucker, and I love that. I had come from a manual. This baby, I can make it sing. And you had to. And then I got orders to Germany several years later. And I risen in rank and stuff. And they go, you've got time, you can train the next one. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. And they sent 2 people in. I was like, where the fuck was my assistant? Well, we got 2 now. I give you a talent. So I had to teach 2 people how to do my job. And they didn't get it right. Before I left, I'd step back, and say, okay, you're on your own. Don't ask me shit. I am not even here. And I would go and talk to the doctors and stuff about leaving. And it's hard to leave everybody. They're your brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews. That's what it feels like to you. And if you've been there several years, it's so hard to know. And back then, again, we didn't have this. You couldn't reach out to them and say, hey, I miss you, how you doing? You just lost them. So once you left, you just remember that brilliant, lovely person that was like a bright light in your life. And you just pray they're doing well. And that's all you can do. And I keep seeing camera glitches, and I was only going to do the 20 minutes. It's still trying to go. It's still telling me I have more than one ingestion using the primary send. I'm not trying to, it's telling me I'm doing a dual stream, and it shouldn't be saying that. So again, I'm just going to throw this out the window. And if you can see me still, I've got this error, and I need to go through the software and find out if it's in there or if it's in the hardware, because it's just doing two URLs, and I'm not. I shut down everything but this one system, because I'm the only one here today. So if you see me, say so. Get out here, hippies unite, for God's sakes. Come see me. Come talk to me. I always have live chat open. If you missed that, you catch me later, throw it in the comments. Give me a strip so I can get to you. If you're in Augusta, use this, comment, live chat, what have you. I'll try to get you over here. Maybe I'll even pick you up. That'll be a hoot, won't it? This old woman drives too fast. In the meantime, guys, keep it real, and let's remember the good times and try to make sure that the next 2 generations understand what it is they've lost if they do not listen to us. They're in the commercials. It's our songs, our music, all of that. It's theirs too as well, but it won't be for long. And once we're gone, we're gone. And like I said, my mother didn't even see a tube of lipstick probably since 1971. I mean, she looked like a grandmother when I was adopted. And she was 10 years younger than I am now. And I don't look that way. And I have a 27-year-old grandson. No, I'm not 21. I get it. Don't trash me out here. But I don't, as far as comparing myself to my mother. And I have the photos, which is up there. But no, once she was like 52, she looked like she was 74. She really did. And she didn't wear makeup again. She didn't do any of that. She wore a house dress and a little flippers or whatever, sandals, whatever she had, an apron. She didn't bother to wash her hair half the time. I'd go in there and let me wash it in the sink and stuff. I think they just stopped because they could do stuff during World War II the women could. They could go in and do the jobs because they had all the men out at war. Then came back home. The women were sent back home. You don't have a job no more. And they were so lost. And I've done it. Now I have the empty nest thing. I even had my grandson, like I said, come back after he got out of the military. And he did his 3 years over. But it's so different than my generation's parents were. Those worlds need to be recognized and relived. We hippies need to reunite and teach the world that we don't have to be ugly all the time. And that the United States people, we Americans, we hippie Americans, in case they don't understand that, we just want, love, rock and roll. Most of us want sex still. Maybe that'll give me 1 or 2 hits up here. That's bad if I'm trolling for that. I'm trolling for days. But again, I think they may have stopped my stream, so I might just be talking to myself. But I know I'm funny, so I'm good with that. That's why I have a drink while I'm up here. And so people can go, Dan, don't give that broad another drink. It's my fucking bar. I already have another drink. Wonder what I'll feed that husband. Almost some cat food. Yes, I need to get out more. As I was saying, I did put almost my other 20 minutes in. I think I'm going to have to clear the caches or something here. Something's going to have to be done. Meaning I'm going to clear this up and I'm going to take it to my son and dump it in his lap and say, hi, baby, I'll pick it up tomorrow. Because I only do 3 shows now, live, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I try to get on between 12 and 4. That's the best I could do for you. Subscribe, it's free. Tickle the bell. It'll tell you when, if you want to see it. And it's in the can anyway. I do it live. I do not alter things. This is the way it is. What you see is what you get. So obviously, if you didn't like what you saw and you couldn't stay very long, you probably didn't hit the like button. But just for Snickers, give me a break. Remember, I'm old, I'm at the bar, I'm a hippie, and I need you guys. I need us to stand up and say, this is the best thing since air conditioning. Get up here. Let's not let the idiots that we've seen on camera forever continue to do this. I love my country. I love my people. We are a nation of immigrants. I love them all. I'm actually an immigrant. I'm like 100% British, okay? You couldn't almost get more British. My son made me take the DNA test for Christmas a couple of years ago, because I was never going to do that. I didn't want to have my DNA. But the injuries and things I sustained, I was like, okay, all right. I said, but I knew it as Scottish, Irish, and British. And I said that before the test came back. That's exactly what I am. So, yeah, my parents were probably here. Well, they were either here at Plymouth Rock or they came over for the revolution. God only knows. But I'm assuming I have emerald hazel eyes kind of thing. That's what my ophthalmologist tells me anyway, that I have true hazel eyes. And I just had surgery on them. So I was wondering, I was like, am I okay now? He said, well, we just took this off and we did that. I said, okay. Because I had woke up during the operation. That's fine. They're stitching one side and they're pulling, cutting on the other side. And oh my God. And they have you you can't move. And they have this thing over your mouth, and they had to intubate you. So you were completely frozen. But I guess they recognize in your eyes when they see your eyes react to the fact that, oh my fucking God, I'm awake. And they're yelling, hang on. I was like, fuck you, stop doing that. I want the hippies back. Let's come back with the fun and the laughter and the joy that we used to have together. Let's not lose that. And we're almost gone. I don't want any memories to go to my children, grandchildren, their friends, what have you. I don't want to go down without a fight. We're not our parents. We managed to climb just a little bit, They kept knocking us down. We're good with them. We could back up. Fuck it, man. We could back up. We love you guys. Hippies unite. Tammy Robinson, by the way, love you, baby. Stay safe. And on that note, guys, I'm going to go. It's my 20 minutes. I don't know if you're there. And it ended it. Well, I'm gone now.